How do you clearance for large tires when you install them on your truck? Now this will apply to any four-wheel drive truck when you plus size the tires, either wider tires, different wheels, or larger diameter. And if you're gonna take a rig off-road, you're gonna want to know what is gonna hit on the tires when it fully compresses. So as you can see right here, we've fully compressed the suspension so we can test the tire clearance to the body panel and the frame and the different parts and components on the truck. So the way to do that is actually fairly simple, not easy, but pretty simple. So let's take a look underneath here. So you can probably see one of the parts that is missing, which is on the floor over here. It's the coil spring. So this works on all coil sprung, or if a truck is a coilover truck, you can remove the coil spring or the coilover and you can fully compress the suspension. So the key with this is you can put the shock in place if it's just a standard shock, or if it's a coilover with a shock, you can just remove that. But what you can do is essentially use a jack underneath the axle or the control arm if you're independent IFS style suspension, and you can basically jack it all the way up until it hits the bump stop. So once it's fully compressed, once it's fully on the bump stop, then you can take your steering wheel and turn fully lock to lock, right to left, and just see where your tires are going to make contact with the body or anything else. It could be the sway bar, it could be anything, brake lines. You want to fully make sure that you're not going to make contact. So if you're going to use your truck off-road, this is a really important step to make sure that you're not going to end up damaging your truck or ripping something out that then might leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere. And I've done the same kind of concept that most people do, is they basically put big tires on and then they go and try to flex it out off-road. It's really hard to flex a truck fully off-road, and if you do, you're going to be really bound up. So it's going to be really hard to turn the wheel lock to lock. And so what you end up having is basically compressing the suspension with the steering or the tire in one position or another, and be able to see, okay, yeah, it clears or doesn't, but it's really hard to do it in a controlled manner where you can basically run the full steering range on it and see what's going to contact and then be able to address it. So one of the problems when you're off-road and you're trying to test for clearance is you have to then drive back home and cut whatever you got to cut or grind whatever you got to grind and then test it again. So it's very inconvenient and slow. So with this method, you can just do everything in the garage with the vehicle, much more efficient. So we're going to go ahead and take a look, start turning the wheel here and see what is going to make contact, or what the tires are going to make contact with on this thing. So let's take a look. I have my wife assisting, so she's going to go ahead and turn the wheel all the way to the driver or passenger side, sorry, and we're going to check the clearance as she turns here. So you can see we're fully compressed out, and you can go ahead and turn a little faster if you like. And so you can see here we're doing pretty well. Ooh, it's getting really close to the fender liner here. And are you fully stopped, or still go? Okay. And is that it? Nope. And you got any more? Is that it? Oh, you're done then. Just okay. So if we take a look here, you can see that it is just ever so barely touching the fender liner there. And you can see that going to a larger diameter tire in this truck without lowering the bump stop isn't going to be possible, because you can see it's going to go right into this cross member here. But basically where it's at right now, you can see you can still spin the tire. It's just barely touching the fender liner. So I'm not too concerned with it, because as you can see, you can kind of turn it either way. It's just going to rub it just barely, slightly. So I think on that side we're fine. Checking the inside here, it looks like we've got pretty good clearance. So I'd say we're pretty good here for full compression and turning to the right. So we're gonna have to now check turning it driver. And turning it driver is actually gonna definitely make contact, but let's go ahead and start doing that. So go ahead and start turning this driver. And you can probably see the place it's gonna contact is gonna be right here with the fender. So, and go ahead and hold right there, stop. All right, so you can see it eats pretty hard right into that lip of the fender. So we're gonna have to make a mark here and cut this back probably at an angle just like that. And then we'll go ahead and recheck it. All right, so we made some trimming and bent the flange up there. And check this out now. All right, let's go ahead and turn back the other way. So go back driver. And look at our clearance. Perfect. So with this, I'm okay with having very little clearance because this is full compression. So you can see here's the hose for the reservoir, and you can see it probably has somewhere 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch clearance. It's very tight, but it's okay for it to be really tight when it's at full compression because it's not going to compress anymore. So as long as you have clearance at full compression, then you'll be fine. Most of the time, it's not going to be fully smashed into the bump stop when you're driving off-road and whatnot, unless you're jumping it or something to that effect. And then when you're jumping it, you're probably going to have your tires straight, so you're going to be less likely to rub anyways. But this is a great way to test and do some trimming, but also doing the proper amount of trimming so you're not just hacking up your fender more than you need to. We'll probably just use a little spray paint just to clean up in there, that little flange that we cut out or had to bend up that is no longer covered by the nice little plastic piece, and it's white so it kind of stands out. Maybe we'll spray that black just to make it look a little nicer, but otherwise it's actually fairly simple to clearance for this. So these are 37s, and it'll also vary depending on your tire because each tire measures a little different. So these measure at 36.5, and if your tire measures larger than that, then you're probably gonna have to do some more clearancing, or if it's wider, or if your wheel offset is different. So really, there's so many different variations that you really just have to test it for yourself on your vehicle. And so you can't necessarily just go off of what one person has done and trust it'll be fine for you. And this kind of applies to all vehicles, not just the F250 truck. So hopefully this will be helpful for any of you guys who are out there working on your truck, putting big tires on it, and want to do some actual off-roading and have it work well. So hope that is helpful to all y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to post them up. Otherwise, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.